When I vote, what identification do I need to bring and why is the law changed?
Well, the laws changed because there were some people who I think made this up, that there's so much voter fraud out there in Wisconsin that we need to have voter ID. And voter ID basically means in order to vote, you should have to show an ID, whether it's a driver's license or a military ID. I think they want to make it extremely difficult to vote for certain segments of society, minorities especially, senior citizens. There's 178,000 seniors, according to one study out there, that don't have a voter ID, a card that would allow them to vote legally. So 178,000 seniors who voted in the last election would not be able to vote in this next one unless they got an ID. Let's think about this for a minute. In 3 counties in the state of Wisconsin, there is absolutely positively no DMV station, Department of Motor Vehicles. So if you live in those areas, you're going to have to get a ride somewhere to get an ID. Now, some people think that should be like that always, and I don't think it should be. Number one, because you have a constitutional right to vote. And if the state's going to require you to spend money out of your pocket for a constitutional right to vote, it's called a poll tax, which is illegal. I do think that there's a lot of politics involved in this, and that those who support this don't want people who tend to vote for Democrats to show up at the polls, so you want to make it more difficult. We fundamentally believe voting, although our elections the integrity needs to be maintained and everything needs to be legal, voting needs to be as easy as it possibly can be, because the whole idea is to encourage people to get to the polls rather than discourage them to get to the polls. It wasn't anything we needed, in my opinion. So.